Poor Erwin.
Billy as a caregiver.
Pretty good, I guess. Except that he's never remembered my birthday. Or paid child support. In fact, he usually just jabs me with a big stick. Ow!
Oh.
You good, you filthy bug!
Why won't
Oh.
you love me, Dad? I'll be anything you want me to be.
Oh my
You
god.
to be dead!
Oh my god.
No further questions.
Yeah, you won, sis. You won. Hey guys, it's Mikayla and welcome back to another reaction video. Today's video is another very exciting one because it's another show that I am very familiar with as a child, but never really got into and have absolutely no recollection of as far as the episode we will be watching today. And that show is The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. If you're new here, like I said, my name's Mikayla and I am a real life lawyer who loves making YouTube videos. I specifically focus on reacting to TV shows and movies that contain legal content, but I also post gaming videos, vlogs, DIYs, the whole nine. But in my reaction videos, I love watching this content with you guys and giving y'all my perspective, my legal analysis, if you will, pertaining to the authenticity, the accuracy of these shows and movies. The legal tea, if you will. And if you've watched my videos before, y'all know how these things typically go. They're not very accurate, but that's the fun in it, right? Getting into the specific episode we'll be reacting to today, the title of the episode is Keeper of the Reaper, and the description is, Billy's family is moving to another town, but when the question arises of whether or not Grim goes with Billy, Billy and Mandy decide to settle this in the courthouse. A little family law question, if you will. It sounds like we're gonna get into a battle of custody. And while family law is definitely a type of law I know for a fact I would never want to practice, I'm excited to dive into it today in the form of a cartoon because the stakes are just a little bit lower than they would be in real life, right? But before we get into this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below, subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified of when I post new videos. And with that, let's get into it. Okay, the theme song's a bop, honestly. I feel like I remember being a little scared of this show as a kid too. It was giving Courage the Cowardly Dog vibes if you guys ever watched that show.
Push the button, pull the chain. Here comes the chocolate choo-choo train.
Yum. Oh, what was that? I thought that was the start of the episode. That was very random. Okay. Ooh, that's early.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Fred Fredberger?
Yes!
Here. You've been summoned for jury duty.
Yes!
Ooh. Okay. Oh, my guy's just happy in life. Just an optimist. Why is something on fire?
Have you been to jury duty before? This is my very first one. Gosh,
Cute.
I love paperwork, especially the part where I get to write my name. F-R-E-D.
Same.
F-R-E-D. B-U-R-G.
Doing a great job, Fred. Yep.
R. Fred Fredberger,
Amazing.
yes.
Jurors, please enter the courtroom. Today's
Okay, so before we get into the voir dire, if you will, it looks like we're setting up the show emphasizing the Fred character as a jury member. First of all, comment down below if you guys have ever done jury duty, because as a literal lawyer, I have never done jury duty. And y'all don't understand how badly I want to. It just hasn't happened yet. So definitely let me know if you guys have and what your experiences were like. But Fred here is stoked. And I want to highlight the juxtaposition between Fred's energy and the energy of the two jurors that were sitting next to him when they were filling out their intake forms. That's very similar to real life. You're going to get jurors who are so incredibly happy to be there because they want to seek justice or for whatever reason they are. And you're going to see jurors that would literally rather be anywhere else. And I mean anywhere else. And those things come into play when picking a jury and when it comes to the jury paying attention, actually being willing to think through a decision and all of those things. Like the guy sitting next to Fred looked like they had tried to get out of jury duty and couldn't, so they are just pissed to be here. But regardless, it looks like we have a lovely jury of someone's peers, and I'm really excited to get into their thoughts and the case itself.
Today's trial is a custody battle. Make it ugly. Really ugly. Ugly.
Okay.
Like that guy.
Oh.
So I'll need you to be objective. Base your decisions on the facts. Listen to all the evidence presented in a scientific manner.
Fred, I need you to focus. Oh, wow. Okay. Billy and Mandy, not happy. Not happy to be here either. Nobody is happy to be here besides Fred.
Going down.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. So it sounds like we got right into the opening statement of one of the sides. I'm not entirely sure which side because all he said was the case was going to be really, really ugly, insulted a member of the jury, which is never a good thing, and then requested that the jury be objective in their analysis of the facts and evidence of the case. So I honestly don't know who that person represents, but we'll see. Something else important to note though is that the jury is always, and I mean always, watching you. They are watching you when you're asking questions. They're watching you when you're sitting at counsel's table. So Billy pointing at Mandy and saying you're going down, probably not going to leave a good taste in the juror's mouth. If you guys are ever in a trial, for whatever reason, you want to remain professional because, again, the eyes are always on you, whether you're aware of it or not.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Roy Spleen.
Okay. Hey, Roy. Oh, Fred, there you go.
Let's get this party started.
The court reporter.
Billy, take Mandy to be your lawfully wedded wife.
I do.
And do you, Mandy, take Billy.
I think this is the wrong proceeding.
Not a wedding?
No.
Oh, well, you're the judge. What do you mean, I'm the judge?
Okay,
What are we
great.
supposed to be doing?
Judge's credibility
To music?
gone.
Oh, I like music.
No,
I like music that goes like this. But sometimes I like music that goes like this.
So Fred's happy to be here, but maybe not the best to have on your
Do
jury.
I need to remind the jury that they are supposed to stay quiet?
Yes.
Be quiet! Okay, let's see. If both plaintiffs could please step forward.
Both plaintiffs? How are they both plaintiffs?
You go first.
Your Royal Highness, it all began 5 long hours ago.
Okay.
Hey, whose house is that? Whose house was that?
It's my house.
Oh, that's a nice house.
Okay.
Thanks!
Yeah. So, a little confused on why they are both plaintiffs. If you guys are unfamiliar, in the civil world, which is where we are if we're suing over custody, you're not both plaintiffs. In family law, you have what's called the petitioner and the respondent. The petitioner is the person who is bringing the civil case. They are petitioning the court for legal assistance. And the respondent is the person who responds. So how they are both on the same side, according to this judge, makes absolutely no sense to me, but we'll roll with it. Secondly, a common theme we find that runs through all of the legal content I've pretty much ever consumed that's come from TV or video games, if you watch my playthroughs of Ace Attorney here, real life cases take years. Maybe not family law. Family law can be over in a few months, depending on how cooperative both sides are, but most cases will take years to get to trial, if they ever even do. And listen, I know it's TV, people. I know that in these shows, a lot of the time, whatever incident occurs takes place days before the trial happens, but hours? The issue that we're here to try happened 5 hours ago? I mean, talk about judicial efficiency. I'm shook, and that's probably not going to bode well for them, but let's continue.
As I was saying, it was 5 long hours ago. Okay, Peanut Brain. It's my turn.
Oh.
Destroying stuff makes me feel so alive!
Therapy.
I second that emotion.
More therapy.
Oh, my stars and garters! What happened in here?
Grim conjured this.
Hey, who's that lady?
That's my mama.
Does your mama bake cookies?
Sometimes.
Yes.
Oh, this is the
Sometimes
juror.
My mom bakes me cookies with chocolate chips, and sometimes she bakes me peanut butter bars, and sometimes she doesn't bake
Your
me
Honor, get control over the jury,
Chocolate chip is my
please.
favorite. Yes.
Okay, let's start back at the part where Mandy says,
I second that emotion.
Ditto.
Oh, my stars and garters! What happened in here?
Grim conjured us this cool psychic megaphone. Watch!
How is it psychic? Is that the dad?
Now that's what I call a welcome wagon.
Okay, period.
Hey, who's that man?
That's my dad.
Oh, you look like him.
Fred.
He'd better look like me, because if he looked like you, he'd be pretty!
Harold, your son just destroyed our house!
What? There's so much to unpack there.
Baby!
There's a
Be
cat?
so nonchalant
Lord.
about this!
Honey, remember what I promised you would happen someday?
You got the surgery?
Even better! I got transferred at work! We're finally leaving this garbage dump!
Transferred?
Okay.
Aren't you excited? We get to move to a new town and leave behind everything that has meaning to you.
I don't want to leave. I've just finished marking my territory.
Oh.
Duck boys!
This is giving Fairly Odd Parents at
Your
this
mom's
point.
got the right attitude.
Oh, you're... Now the bomb's down to destroy everything. Okay, okay.
Girl, looks like your mom's ready to go. You'd better say your goodbyes.
So who is the custody battle with?
Hey, are you gonna cry?
Shut up!
Fred.
Goodbye, Mr. Doorknob. You've let me in and out through good times and bad.
Beautiful. Okay, sir. More therapy.
Goodbye, Mr. Inch and a quarter molding. You framed the room ever so nicely.
Please don't lick it. Okay. Okay. Is that a thing he just does? Does he just lick things?
Goodbye, Mr. Electrical Outlet.
Oh, don't
You
lick the
supplied
electrical
precious
outlet.
power when I needed it most.
Oh,
No.
don't. Okay.
Trust me, you don't want to do that.
Thank you. I was getting
And
stressed.
most of all, goodbye, my dear sweet Mandy. I'll miss your hands-on approach to life.
Lick me, and I'll rip your lips off.
Come on, Grim. Let's get going.
Not so
Oh.
He's my best friend, and the only consolation I have at this horrible time in my life.
Wow.
Get a say in this.
No!
So much therapy.
He's mine.
Okay.
No, he's
So I understand now the custody issue. On one hand, I mean, this man appears to be a fully functioning adult, ? But regardless, he seems like he's not necessarily being taken care of by Billy and Mandy. So he should be able to make the decision himself. But again, this is a cartoon, so let's go with it. Grim appears to be the best friend of both Billy and Mandy. Billy is moving away, so where does Grim go? In real life, in a custody battle, there are many factors that come into play when determining whether a child goes with parent A or parent B. Again, they are not Grim's parents, so that doesn't really come into play here, but something that should come into play here that would also be a factor in real life depending on the age of the dependent or the child is what they want to do. If your child is 3 years old, right, they probably aren't qualified to make the decision of whose parenting style they prefer, which parent is more suited, etc. But if the child's 15 and there's a custody issue, that child absolutely has a say and a right to have a say in where they go. Now, obviously, that's not the end all be all. There's a lot of factors, as I mentioned, but the judge does take that into account depending on the situation. So I want to hear where Grim wants to go. Does Grim want to go with Billy or does he want to stay with Mandy? I hope we get into that because I am very curious.
Mine!
Stop it! Just stop it! You're behaving like spoiled children. I suggest you behave like spoiled adults. And
Period.
settle this in court.
Oh,
I'll see you in court.
so that's how this happened.
Wrong
Oh,
court, dummy.
wrong court. Yeah.
And that is
Little
how
different.
I ended up in this hideous place, surrounded by disgusting, nightmarish monsters.
Why is he so
Excuse me.
pessimistic?
Excuse me. Tell me again why I'm up in this cage.
Why is Grim in a cage?
This whole charade is pointless. Grim should belong to me.
Shut your dirty pie hole!
Bailiff?
To me!
Bailiff.
You shut your dirty pie holes. You will follow the rules of the underworld court, or so help
The
me,
underworld
I'll
court.
make you sit in the chocolate pudding chair. The stains will never come out of your clothes. Got it?
Hey, I like the hammer thingy. When do we get hammer thingies?
We don't.
Fred,
Are you
please.
sure?
Fred, I'm begging you.
Looking at the precedent set by...
Judge! Hey, Judge! Yes, when do we get hammer thingies? Because I could maybe make some nice stuff like a table or some chairs or...
This is called a gavel, and
Yes.
no, you don't get one.
Then can I borrow yours for a minute? Oh, thank you. Fred Burger, Fred Burger. Fred Burger, Fred Burger.
Let me last, and sit back down.
Okay.
But I wasn't finished.
Fred was cute at the beginning. He's kind of annoying now. Let's move on. Oh my god.
Almost done. Fred Burger.
Where is the bailiff?
Ow.
Valid.
My
And
life is in
warranted.
the hands of this guy.
Yeah.
It's like I'm in some bad cartoon.
Please
Listen,
call the first witness.
you don't get to
I would
choose
like
the
to call to
jury.
the stand Erwin!
I mean, someone does, but not the client.
Hey, this isn't my shower, yo.
Erwin?
Where am I?
Erwin. Erwin. Where is your shirt?
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Okay.
Please don't eat me!
Putting him under oath. That's good.
Billy, I'm wet and naked, and there are monsters everywhere.
Don't worry. They won't hurt you.
That's a terrible predicament to be in.
Unless they decide to hurt you. Erwin!
Okay.
If you would, please tell the court in your own pre-written words why I, Billy, not Mandy, am the best person to get custody of said Grim.
Okay. So, it sounds like Erwin here is going to be a character witness. And it's exactly what it sounds like. A character witness's purpose is to discuss the character of whoever they're talking about. Billy most likely called Erwin here to talk about how he is responsible, how he's kind, how he's forgiving, whatever character traits he feels would make for a good best friend. So hopefully Erwin here has some nice things to say about Billy's character, because that may sway the judge's opinion or the jury's opinion here as to who Grim should end up with.
I'm cold, yo. Can I have some pants, please? I believe that Billy is the best person in all the universe to take care of Grim.
Those were not his own words.
To keep him fed and clothed and without Grim, Billy would wither, for he would have no one to unleash his deep reservoir of love upon.
Reservoir of love? Sick.
I want to go home. Please?
Not until you read the part about my warehouse of compassion.
Objection.
Oh my God.
He's leading the witness.
I'm not
Sustain.
leaving him. I'm just trying
Sustain.
to make him say exactly
Sustain.
what I want him to say.
Erwin, tell the court what you really think.
I don't
Erwin?
know.
Erwin!
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 Bailiff?
Erwin!
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 What do you want from me?
I want
The truth.
You want the truth? You want the truth?
Yes.
Yes, Judge! 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 I have to go pee-pee! I have to go pee-pee! Real bad!
Can't it wait?
Apparently not.
Oh God. Okay. Great stopping point. So as you can see, Billy gave Erwin a play-by-play of exactly what he wanted him to say, which defeats the literal entire purpose of calling him as a witness. It needs to be in his own words. If Billy wanted to on the sly slide Erwin a paper before the trial and try to have him memorize it, which don't do that, but again, let's say he did, fine. Erwin can come up and from his memory regurgitate what he had memorized, and it could come off as authentic to some jurors. But you absolutely cannot give the juror a piece of paper and have them read off of it and act like that's their testimony. That's not even a little bit how it works. And Mandy knows that. She said, Erwin, how about we tell the truth here? How about we stop BSing and actually come out with it? Now, the methods, not great. She did object to leading, and basically that means that the attorney who is questioning the witness is leading them into what kind of answers they want them to give. You are not allowed to ask leading questions on direct examination, and direct examination is typically just the person who brings the witness, who starts the witness's testimony off. Mandy would be doing a cross-examination, which is when the other side, who did not call the witness, gets to question the witness, and that is when you can ask leading questions. But it was incredibly improper for Billy to do that. It was then improper for Mandy to stand up and start badgering the witness. That's something that Billy could have objected to, but instead he also chose to participate in the badgering. So we're all over the map here as far as improperness, but to be expected.
I hereby sentence all of you to take a pee break, but come back.
Also known as a recess.
I feel much better now, yes, thank you.
Let the custody
Great.
trial continue.
So happy to hear that.
Why am I in this cage, y'all?
Silence!
Judge, if I could have a moment with Billy.
What?
Oh, a settlement,
Billy,
if you
in
will?
light of our history together, I'm going to offer you a settlement deal. As you can see, the terms are fair and equitable. You give me Grim, and I give you this.
Give me a banana. Grim or monkey heads? Grim or monkey heads? Give me a banana. On the one hand, I get the power of the underworld. On the other hand, I get monkey heads.
Give me a banana.
So Grim controls the underworld. Interesting.
Give me a banana.
Give me a banana. No, Mandy! I will not be distracted by your offerings of tasty snacks.
All right, Billy. But when you're crying yourself to sleep at night without either Grim or a cluster of monkey heads to keep you comfortable, just remember, I offered you a way out. I called it a stand, Jeff the Spider.
Period. Okay, I love this. Again, we've had some inaccuracies, but I don't, which video was it? It might have been my South Park reaction where, yeah, in the very middle of the trial, there was a settlement offer. So I have talked about this before, but just to highlight it again, you guys, you would be surprised how often cases either settle before trial. It's about 98 to 99% of cases which settle before it even makes it to a trial. But cases settle during trials too. I cannot even explain the logic behind it because it wastes everyone's time and money to get to that point just to settle when you could have settled a year ago, or in their case, 4 hours ago. But a very common tactic, again, one party offering to settle in the middle of the trial. However, Billy was like, absolutely not. I am not falling for your tricks and your traps, Mandy. And Mandy said, fine. Well, you're gonna lose either way. I was just trying to make the, brunt of the burden a little lighter for you, but we can continue. So I love that. I love when they just throw random legal aspects into these shows, because as a kid, you don't pick up on it, but as an adult and especially as a lawyer, it's just really enjoyable to watch.
Hi, everyone.
Would you please tell the court your relationship with Billy?
He's my dad.
What?
Billy only hatched the egg, people, that's all.
Poor
How would you
Erwin.
rate Billy as a caregiver.
Pretty good, I guess. Except that he's never remembered my birthday. Or paid child support. In fact, he usually just jabs me with a big stick. Ow!
Oh!
You good, you filthy bug!
Why
Oh.
won't you love me, Dad? I'll be anything you want me to be.
Oh my god.
You to be dead!
Oh my god!
No further questions.
Yeah, you won, sis. You won. Are you kidding me? That is how you do a witness, people, okay? I don't know what Billy had in mind with Erwin other than traumatizing him further than he already is, but Mandy has her crap together. She called a witness who is literally the dependent of the guy opposing her and got the witness to admit that that person is a terrible caregiver. Your Honor, members of the jury, if Billy cannot even care for this spider, how do you expect him to care for the leader of the underworld? I mean, the logic is logicking. Like, I'm absolutely on Mandy's side right now. I love it. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Love, love, love. I have literally no words. I have no notes, if you will. And I don't know who this next witness is, but let's go ahead and get into it, because I can guarantee you it's probably going to be around the same thing.
Little Pork Chop, how long were you Billy's pet?
11 minutes.
And what did he do to you in those 11 minutes?
Horrible things. I don't want to talk about it. I still wake up every night screaming.
No further questions.
Wow, okay. So again, not too much to comment on that's different than the previous witness, but Mandy is combing through Billy's life and pulling out people that Billy has wronged. Like, she is doing the job of a lawyer. I will say in real life, Billy should have A, objected, and or B, had an opportunity to cross-examine the fish, was it? And get him to go into more detail as to what was so terrible in that 11 minutes that he is constantly screaming. And I, as a juror, would have wanted to know that too. So that to me wasn't as impactful because he didn't really go into detail and that could have meant anything. But in combination with the first witness, she's on a roll.
I'd like to call the court's attention to Exhibit A.
An exhibit?
That belonged to another of Billy's pets. One Wiggy Jiggy Jed. That is, until Billy destroyed him.
Sorry?
He bored me!
And what will happen when Grim bores you? Will you destroy him too?
Hey, can I try on that hat? I think it's important. I think it's important that I try on the hat because...
What is wrong with you?
Period.
Judge?
No, shut up.
Judge?
Shut up.
Judge?
I order you to shut up.
Judge?
Hold him in contempt then.
Shut up.
What are you gonna do about it? Nothing? Okay.
Yes.
So, Mandy, you think you can make me look bad? Well, guess what, Mr. and Missy Miss? I don't need you to make me look bad.
You sure don't.
That all on my own.
That is correct.
And now, you force me to play dirty.
What does that mean?
I'm a dirty boy. I'm a dirty boy!
Billy, you've just evolved a notch up the idiot ladder.
Such biting comments, Mandy. But now they'll bite you in the butt. I called to the stand Mandy's mom and dad.
Okay. Again, quite a bit to unpack there, but let's hit the highlights. Mandy then presented what's called an exhibit, which is just a piece of evidence that you show the jury and enter into the court of a hat that used to belong to one of Billy's pets that he destroyed when he got bored of him. Not great. And after Billy completely inappropriately confronted Mandy in live court, he decides to now call Mandy's parents to the stand to testify. First of all, as far as I'm aware, his turn is over. He already called his witness, and once it goes to the other side, it doesn't go back. But that aside, it may be a smart move on his part to call Mandy's parents, especially if she doesn't have a good relationship with them. If they can testify as to negative traits of Mandy's character, then he might be able to even the playing field a little bit. But again, the timing of it, very improper. Regardless, very interested to see what Mandy's parents have to say.
It's not that we don't love Mandy.
We love her very much.
It's just that we're kind of scared of her.
Oh.
I'm usually too afraid to even make eye contact.
When she was born, wolves came to try and raise her as one of their own.
Oh.
Sometimes I wonder if we were right to stop them.
Call your next witness.
She walks around being all gross and ugly and everything, and doesn't even apologize for it.
She makes fun of the way I walk.
Scooby-Doo?
Look at me. I'm a stinking dog.
What harsh words would you use to describe Mandy?
She's uppity,
Cruel.
unforgiving,
Cynical,
Whack.
Misanthropic.
Patchy!
stinky, bungle-ridden,
cranky.
Ma'am?
This baby up here.
Well, Mandy, I'm assuming my relentless character assassination is made you
Character
decide to give up,
assassination?
right?
Okay, so, oh, that's tough. That's tough. Mandy basically started by focusing on Billy's inability to care for anything properly. Billy more so took the avenue of just attacking Mandy's character. Like, not necessarily saying she's a bad parent, but more so a bad person. I don't know, guys. Which one do y'all think is worse? Being a decent person, but a terrible caregiver, or a decent caregiver, but a terrible person? Oh, that's gonna be a lot for the jury to weigh. It really is. And if Fred is the freaking jury foreperson, then they're gonna be here all century. Let's just say that.
No fighting in this courtroom.
What do you want from me?
I'm really hungry.
What do you want me to do about it?
Go get me some nachos.
No!
Please.
Get them yourself.
Well, where are they?
How the heck should I know?
He has way more patience than I would.
I'm
Oh.
hungry. Judge? Yes, where are the nachos?
There aren't any nachos.
Well then, where are the hot dogs?
There are no hot dogs.
Pizza?
No!
Tacos?
I like tacos!
Oh, I love tacos.
Why not? This trial is an absolute joke anyway. It's obvious Grim should go to Billy.
Oh, please. Are you infected with the bonkers? Mandy is the only sensible decision.
Hello? Hello?
Please vote me, the keeper of the Reaper. I wanna be the keeper of the Reaper. His skinny white bones are mine to own. To do with this I
Where is the bailiff?
Give him to me and I promise my love won't quit.
I disagree about the keeper of the Reaper. It should be me who's the keeper of the Reaper. Grim's not a toy for an idiot boy who can't even tie his shoes. If Billy wins, then we all surely lose.
I'm gonna say in the keeper of the Reaper, I'll make you all pay for the keeper of the Reaper. Oh, my rage is bottled up in this cage, held back by these iron bars. I'll never get rid of the mental scars.
I don't care who's the keeper of the Reaper. I'm losing my hair over keeper of the Reaper. A mountain of stress is crushing my chest. I'm going blind in one eye. And it's all because of that stupid guy.
Oh. Oh, he found nachos.
Don't worry, I found some nachos.
Great.
Ow!
Okay. So, I'm a little confused because that was the gallery chiming in. If you guys did not know, a lot of the time in hearings or trials or whatever is going on in a courtroom, a lot of the time they're open to the public and you can go sit in and observe. What you absolutely cannot do is stand up and just shout your opinion out when you are, one, not even a part of the trial, and two, not a member of the jury. Because respectfully, your opinion doesn't matter, babe. What matters is the opinion of the people sitting in the jury box, and we have not really heard from them. We've heard from everyone else but them. But at the end of the day, they are who make the decision. The jury tells all.
Time to break it down, old school style. Grim is the corner in my square.
Grim's the chocolate in my eclair.
Grim is the freshener in my air.
Grim's the conditioner in my hair.
Grim's the picking it in my bear.
Grim is the cushion in my chair.
Grim is the renaissance in my fair.
Grim is the anger in my stare.
Grim is the stain in my underwear.
Is this like the closing argument?
Go there. Me, the keeper of the Reaper. I wanna see the keeper of the Reaper.
All of this singing is driving me nuts.
Why not just a dreaming half?
My ulcer's eating away at my
Are all of the episodes musical?
I totally hate that we have to debate.
Whether it's me or you.
It's obvious to everyone here. It's obvious to everyone here. It's obvious to everyone that
I have to make poo-poo!
What?
I have to go make a poo-poo.
He is actually the worst. Like, actually the worst. Judge, he's killing me too.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
Okay, sure. Go ahead. And feel free to take as much time as you need.
Yes.
Okay, quick. Let's wrap this up before he gets back. Closing arguments. You go.
You can't do
Ladies
that.
and gentlemen of the jury, Billy is a doofus. Just look at him. He'll abuse Grim. Abuse him in all the wrong ways. It's true. But give
Abuse.
Grim to me, and I'll abuse him in all the right ways.
Oh. Okay.
I'll use his power to crush all.
Next. You go.
I only have this to say. I want Grim, and I should get whatever I want.
And if I don't, I'll give each a big punch in the eye!
Oh my god.
Fred Burger.
Okay.
Fred Burger.
First of all, I know I've said it multiple times this video, but like the amount of therapy that both of these, no one gets Grim, okay? Neither one of them are suited to getting Grim. Grim needs to be off on his own, okay? Grim needs to go out and spread his wings and find somebody that's actually good in the head. But it looks like these are our two options, so unfortunately that's not gonna happen. I'm still team Mandy, you guys. Like neither one of them is a great choice, but Mandy at least seems competent, even though she also seems evil. But again, it's for the jury to decide. Now, obviously, I'm sure you guys can imagine you cannot wait till a juror goes to the restroom to do closing arguments and deliberate. But honestly, I don't really think Fred's going to contribute much anyway, so I'll allow it. I will allow that.
Fred Burger. Fred Burger. Fred Burger.
He'll be back any second, people.
Quick. How many of you vote for Billy?
Oh my god.
4, 5. Okay. And
Okay.
how many vote for Mandy? 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. It looks like we have a...
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Oh, that's just dandy.
Oh my god.
Because that guy is now our tiebreaker.
Oh
Judge,
no.
The nachos made my poo-poo really stinky.
Get over here. Now listen to me. I need you to... Don't touch that! I need you to think about everything you've heard today and tell me, who should get Grim? Billy? Or
Guys, I don't know how this is gonna end.
Yes.
Yes to Billy or yes to Mandy?
Yes.
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 I could have imagined it would go that way.
You're saying Grim shouldn't be separated from either Billy or Mandy because that would destroy their friendship.
Yes.
And
that's not an option.
Is our most personal treasure.
Oh my god.
Even more personal than our toothbrush.
Yes.
Really, guys? Really?
Fredberger, your words have moved my crusty heart. Therefore, I hereby declare Billy's family be placed under house arrest and never be allowed to move.
What? Okay. No. 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 I did not know how it was going to end, but I didn't expect it to be that. You can't force somebody not to move. That's not how it works. I don't want to make a blanket statement for every single state, country, and type of law, but in the criminal world, all of the juries typically have to be unanimous, which means everyone has to come to the same decision. Whereas in the civil world, it just has to be majority. Unfortunately, one of the jurors ate another juror that was on their side. So that left the decision down to Fred, which is kind of dumb, but whatever. And I don't know how they're going to make this work. I'm guessing the dad is just not going to take the job. But like, you can't force that. You just can't. The jury has to make a decision or they will be what's called a hung jury, which means they literally couldn't come to a decision. And then you have to do the trial over again with a different jury. So typically not a great thing when that happens. So let's see how this plays out.
I love my life. I love my life. I love my life.
See, everything worked out for the best.
Come on, Grim. Let's go get some food.
Right behind you.
Hang on, guys. I'll join you.
Oh my god. Everyone's poor parents. Oh my god.
On second thought, I think I'll just hang here. Will you guys bring me something back?
No.
Maybe.
If we remember.
Okay, we'll be right here. Waiting. I love happy endings.
Yes.
Okay. So, I feel like I don't have to tell you guys a lot of these things. You cannot, as a result of a civil trial, put someone under house arrest because that is a criminal-related punishment. But that aside, I mean, I'm glad it worked out, I guess. Not my favorite ending to a TV show, but per usual, it's always fun to see the different things that these TV shows get right when it comes to being realistic and the things that they just absolutely obliterate as far as the reality is concerned. One thing to take out of this episode in particular, though, is how the actual witnesses played a role. In family law, and honestly in a lot of different types of law, character witnesses and people that can speak to the type of person that's on trial come into play so much. So that's why it's always good to be nice to people, right? I mean, you never really know who's going to get called against you to testify as to your ability to care for the leader of the underworld. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and definitely leave me a comment down below letting me know what you would like to see me react to next. And I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye and go thrive.